Hello everybody, Tim Norris here, or you could call me GreyElephant, and my beautiful bride, Carmen.
Hi!
And today, what are we playing?
We are playing 5 Tribes.
That's right. I'm going to explain what we're doing here. This is initiative order, 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, it's initiative order. This is initiative order for bidding. This is the initiative order track, okay? So, Carmen is number 1, so what she decides to do is she is going to decide if she wants to pay 0 or 1, 3, 5, 8, 13 or 12 or 18 monies to be able to be the first player. So, Carmen, you decide how much money. We both start with 50 money, and you want to be real careful because money technically will equate to victory points at the end of the game, so you don't want to be real frivolous with it. So, Carmen will just take one of her pieces and decide where she wants to place it on here and spend that appropriate amount of money. So, Carmen?
I'm trying to decide here because 2 turns in a row could be very, very beneficial.
The AP's already kicking in.
That's what I'm trying to go for.
Okay, so she decided to pay 1 money, and she's going to take the 1 spot. She seems pretty determined that she would like to do that. I think I will, I don't know what she's seeing that I'm really not here, to be honest with you. I'll be honest, there are so many things you can do in this game. I'm just going to go 0 and see what she decides to do.
Okay. So then I would have to pay 3.
You'd have to pay 3 to be able to go here.
Yes. Which ends up being 3 victory points.
Which is technically 3 victory points.
Right.
If she decides to go here, she would push me back, which means then she'd be first and second, but most likely I would end up pushing her back too,
right.
So then we would alternate. Going 2 times in a row is very beneficial in this game, but it only happens in the 2-player game. When you play with 3 players, it doesn't work that way. So we'll decide what... So she is going to pay the 3 to do that.
I'm going to go for it.
And I don't really care, so I'm just going to go 0 again. Now, what Carmen...
Now, see, he has 2 turns in a row without paying anything. Isn't
exactly,
nice?
But you paid 4 victory points to be able to do it, where I paid nothing. But, you know, early in the game, there's so many options. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to go after at the beginning of the game, but she thinks she has an idea. So what she's going to do is she's going to select a tile, and she's going to pick up all the meeples from that tile, and then she's going to place, going in a direction, she's going to place 1 meeple until she finally comes down to where she only has 1 meeple in her hand, places it on a final tile. But the trick is that the final meeple has to match the same color of another meeple that's there. For instance, I can't drop a yellow one here, but I could drop a green one there because then there's already a green one. And then you get to perform the actions of, I'll let her take her turn real quick and show you. So she dropped a green one here, a red one here, and a white one here. So what she first gets to do is take all the white ones, which these are elders, and she places them down in front of her. Now these will be worth 2 victory points each at the end of the game, but they also will allow you then to invoke genies and be able to obtain them. So now what she does is the tile action, which this particular tile allows her to place a palm tree there. Now, one thing to keep in mind, that is a mandatory action. You don't have a choice. You must place a palm tree here. So let's talk about the other one, which would be the palace. This one here would force you to drop a palace, which are these here. These are, if you control this tile, you would get 3 points for, well, you'd get 8 points for the tile, then a bonus 3 for each palm tree. This one here, you get 5 victory points for the tile, but then you'd get a bonus 5 points for each palace that was on that tile. Now, so she would slide that over to there. Now she's got the next move because she's doing 2 in a row. So 1, 2, 3. Now she claimed the tile itself. So whenever you clear the tile, the first thing she's going to do is she is going to place another palm tree there, because she gets to take the action of the tile again. So, yeah, man, welcome to the Hotel California.
And my snail's going to go into the middle of the palm trees.
We call these snails. They're supposed to be camels, but we think they look like snails.
Especially the pink ones.
Now, she took 2 yellow. So, let's go over this real quick. The yellow meeples, that when you take those are viziers. Those are worth 1 victory point at the end of the game each. Plus, if you have more than your opponents, then you're going to gain 10 points for each opponent that you have more of. So in a 4-player game, you have the potential of gaining, say, like 7 points for all the viziers, and then an additional 30 points if you had the most of them. Okay? White ones are used to try to invoke the gods or the genies. Red ones are used to assassinate. Blue ones help you gain extra money. And green ones are merchants, and they help you gain cards. And all that will make sense as we're playing. So the palm tree has you place, there's not that many different tiles either. the palm tree tile, the palace tile. This one here is a 1-3 tile, which means that if you want to pay 3 money, you could take one of the first 3 cards. This one here is a 2-6 tile, which means if you want to pay 6 money, you could take 2 of the first 6 cards.
Small market, large market.
Small market, large market. This is how we would get our genies, by paying either an elder plus an elder or an elder plus a slave, and you'd be able to obtain one of these genies. And then each one of these genies has special abilities, but we're not going to worry about discussing what all those abilities are until we actually
the tile
obtain them.
itself is called a sacred place.
Oh, it is very sacred. But that's all the different tiles. That's it. It's not much more complicated than that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tiles and 5 different tribes. Easy, right? 5 tribes. So I'm going to slide this one over there. Now I have to decide what am I going to do, which I haven't even taken a second to even look at the board because I've been talking all this time. So I think I'll just try to make this quick just for the sake of keeping this flowing here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. So I dropped 3 blue ones on here. So what happens is I take the 3 blue ones, which are merchants. I'm sorry, not merchants. They are builders. And then I'm going to multiply them by each surrounding blue tile. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blue tiles. So 4 times 3 is 12. So I gain 12 money. So 5, 10. What you got to look at that as is it's actually victory points, because each money will be worth 1 victory point to you. Now I also get to look at this. This is saying if I want to pay 3 money, I could take one of the first 3 cards. Yeah, we're going to do that, because one of these cards, some of them are very difficult to get a hold of. This one right here. This is gold, okay? And down at the bottom you got 2 little dots. That means that there's only 2 of these in this entire deck. Oh, very difficult to obtain. So if you get a chance to obtain it, obtain it. So now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to... I know I want to try to get back there if I can, but I have to try to figure out how I'm going to do this real quick. So look, we'll go 1, 2, 3. Now what this is allowing me to do, these are merchants, and they, however many that you take off the board, you put them in the bag here, you get to take that many cards from here, so, starting at the beginning. So 1, 2, I get to take both of these cards. Okay? So what I'm trying to do with these cards is I'm trying to create sets. Okay? There are a total of 9 different variety of cards, not including the slaves. And if you can get all 9 of them, at the end of the game, you would acquire 60 victory points. And that's actually explained right here. Okay, so if you have 1, it's only worth 1. 2 is worth 3. 4, I believe 3 is worth 7, and then on and on. But as you see, the more cards you gain, the more valuable they'll become to you. Now, you can also sell them for that much money as well, but you don't want to be too quick to do that because it's not necessary. So anyways, so I did clear the tile, so I do get to place a camel. And then I also now took those 2. I can now pay another 3 if I want to take that. Why not? I don't see a reason why not. So I'm going to put a 5er in there. I'm going to take 2 1s. And I'm going to take the pot, and I'm going to place it there. So now I've already got a set of 3 and a set of 1.
That was your second.
So that was my second action.
Hey.
Now what happens is we go into the next round. All these are going to slide down. Okay, and now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put out 4 more. There will always be 9 cards showing. So what are slaves for? Slaves will work to help you gain money. They will help you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They will help you invoke the gods. They can help you assassinate. They can help you do all kinds of things. They basically just add to whatever you're already doing. So now that we've got all that out, Carmen is first once again. Now she is going to select how much money she wants to spend to see the turn order again. Now, the thing about it is you want to take a look at the board and you want to think, okay, well, what's valuable, blah, blah, blah. So she decided to go 0. So if I decide to go 0, I would...
Actually,
I'm sorry.
I'm 1 and 2.
And she's 1 and 2. So she decided to go 0 twice. So all I have to do is I can go 0, which will push her up, okay? And then I can just spend 1 coin, and I get that spot there. So it only costs me 1, and I get to take the first 2 actions, which, that's pretty flavorful. I like that.
Yeah, I could have...
You at least could have taken the 1 to try to make it a little harder on me.
Maybe spend some money.
But you know, when we do live plays, sometimes it's hard to process all that information quickly. Plus, I'm talking. Talk, 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 talk. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm thinking I need to start coming up with a game plan. Do I want to go for goods? Do I want to go for tiles? Do I want to try to go for gods? What are my decisions here? I need to start thinking of a plan. And it's very hard to think of a plan when you're constantly talking through everything. So what I'm going to do is drop a guy there, going to drop a guy there, going to drop a guy there. Boom, that's 3 elders. Boo-hoo-hoo! Plus, now I get to put a palace there. Oh, welcome to my palace.
Oh, no.
Oh, you know it. So
bad.
now we only got one green guy there. What do we do when we only got one green guy?
More green guys on there.
Gotta put more green guys. If I can. Let's see if I can figure out.
Or you could assassinate him.
Or I could assassinate him. That's a very good point, Carmen.
Yes.
I didn't even think about that. But we need to consider of an assassination if I can set up an assassination. And if I would, I'd want to set it up right here if possible. Because then that would allow me then to still take more cards. But really, these cards are crap. I don't like these cards.
Oh,
so
yeah, you don't like
what
these.
I am thinking I am going to do instead is I would like to just try to function with the green ones. Oof, where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at?
There's green ones right there.
Yeah, we
1,
can
2,
do
3.
that. You know what? I kind of liked your idea of assassinating just for the heck of it, because then I could kill one of yours too. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I really want to do that, though. But I definitely don't want to put one there. Now, the trick is that when somebody owns a tile that has either palaces or palm trees, you don't want to put meeples on there, because then they could try to match that meeple, and they get to place another palm tree or another palace.
My
So
snail likes palm trees.
Yeah, I bet he does. So you got to be careful about that. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. No sense in me passing that up. So I will take the very first, because that was 2 green ones. So I take the first 2 cards, which, that's 3 wheat already, which stinks. I did get a slave as well, and a slave could benefit me later on, because I do have 3 elders that could work with him. But I did clear that, plus I get to put another palace and my blue snail. But I believe that was my first 2 actions, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it
so,
was.
now it'd be Carmen's turn. So, Carmen, you decide what you're going to do. And the thing about this game, to be honest with you, there's so many things to do in this game. It's crazy. It honestly is crazy. You just never feel like, especially early, it can almost become overwhelming that there's so many options in front of you that you could take. So, Carmen, what are you doing here? So she got herself 3 of the white elders. Now, this tile here is allowing her now to select one of these genies. So, let's talk about these. This is a... I want to make up funny names for them. This is Shaya. What she is saying is that at the end of the game, each white elder in front of you is going to be worth 2 victory points, okay? She's going to now say, no, we're going to make them worth 4 victory points at the end of the game. Now, this is good and bad. Now, the reason this is good is because, wow, 4 points. That's like double what she was going to get out of the value, right? But sometimes then it makes it very difficult for you because you never want to spend them after that, you know? And you may need to. This one here is saying that Gary can be placed, I believe, on any open tile. We call it Gary the Snail.
Letta, take control of 1 empty tile.
Yes.
No camel, meeple, palm tree, or
So
palace.
like this one right here, if you got this god here, then she could put a camel there, which would be worth 6 victory points at the end of the game. Just because
we've been playing Kingsport Festival too much, so we're calling them gods instead of djinns or whatever.
And this one here is saying, now, mind you, this one here you gain the card by paying 2 gods, or 2 gods, an elder or a slave, but then to activate it, you must pay an elder or a slave or 2 elders, okay? So it becomes very costly and very difficult to do. And you can do it once per round. This one here is saying that if you pay an elder and an elder, or an elder and a slave, you get to draw the top 3 god cards, select one, and then discard the other 2. So, Carmen?
I think I'm going to go simple. And I'm just going to take this one.
Keep it simple, stupid. That's right. I believe in KISS. Now, the thing is, this does not... we don't replenish this until the end of the round. So, Carmen, you go again. Floop.
I go again. What am I going to do this time?
So, she can get like a white meeple here.
I can from right here.
Okay, yep. You sure could. And she gonna...
But that's going to leave you the yellow one all by itself.
No, it's not, because then we got to bid for that area. But regardless.
You're trying to trick me.
I'm not trying to do anything.
I just know it. Okay, I'm just going to...
Yep, just plop them down. That's right. Whatever. Hey, just let God sort it out. Now she just did invoke this tile again, which means she could select another one of these if she wishes. But it would cost her either a slave... Well, it's going to cost her 2 elders because she doesn't have any slaves. Now, the thing about that is that it's almost not... Yeah, because she's getting 4 points per elder, and she's going to only gain 4 points for the god.
Right.
So,
I don't think it's worth it to
it's
buy any more of these cards. I mean, this one's pretty good, but
it is.
Still...
So I'm going to slide these down while you're thinking about that.
I'd be spending 8 points to use it unless I got slave cards. If I had slave cards, it might be worth it. But,
yeah, exactly. I think so too.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so you pass, so we're going to do that. Now I am just going to pay 1 money, and I'm going to place right there. Now I am going to pay 3 monies, which I hate doing that.
Yes!
But if I don't, here, I'll just put a 5-er. I can't seem to find another one. And I'm going to place there as well. So, Carmen, what are you going to do?
I get
there
2 turns
and there, right?
in a row.
Well, I get 2 turns in a row too, lady. So, all right. So, what do I want to do though? Now, that's the thing. Now, one thing I know I do want to is try to start dropping meatballs here because I want to keep activating
look at
this
these
tile.
big piles of meatballs. That shouldn't be too hard. Hey, why don't you drop one there while you're at it?
Yeah. Well, I'll get on that right after I'm done with mine. But this is the real trick. Here is the fact that that tile is worth 15 points. I want that tile.
Yeah.
So
I shouldn't have left that open.
3, 4, 5, 6. So if I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, darn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just too short to be able to drop one there and get 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So why don't we do that?
Oh no!
So you can loop around.
I was hoping he wouldn't figure it out.
One thing you're not allowed to do is to go to one tile and then instantly go back. But you are allowed to loop around. Okay. So what we're gonna do is let's drop. Well, I think so.
Put them on the side when you
so
put them down.
we'll lay them on the side to make sure I did this right. So 1, 2. I know you're going to want that. 3, 4. Oh no, I'm 1 short. I'm 1 short. I'm 1 short. I can't do that like I thought. I can't do that. But that's okay. I know I can get a yellow one there somehow. I mean, come on. There's yellow ones everywhere, right? So 1, 2. Well, I know what I can do instead. What if I just set myself up for the next turn? Maybe I could at least gain that. But you know, try to gain something else in the meantime. Well, what else would I want? I would like that tile, but geesh, I can't get to that. Oh, I know what I could do. What if I drop a yellow one here from this procession, walk that over? Oh, but that's not... Well, I could walk it then over to there, the yellow one. So that's not a bad idea. So what other tile would I want to try to take an action on, though? I know that I wouldn't mind maybe some more goods and possibly another slave, but I wouldn't mind a genie as well. But I'll get that the next time. Ooh, green ones. I could take 3 cards. That wouldn't be too shabby, right? Or I could get some more money. That's not bad either.
Well, there's a green one right here.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do that, which would be awfully weird and snakish, but let's do it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, 4, 5, 6. There we go. You see what I did?
Oh, you wanted money? I didn't know you were going
for money.
Yeah,
I figured why not? I'll just go for money. So that's 3 times... 3. But let's not just leave it at that. Let's throw a slave in there and make it 3 times 4.
Woo!
Because a slave now can add to the value of it. So it's 3 times 4, which means I get 12 money. So we'll throw that down there, baby. Yeah! Kicking it. We're going to throw a palm tree on there. Palm tree and a pear tree. And now we're going to drop this one over to there as my... Oops. So let's drop that. Now it's my second turn. This here means I'm going to gain 2 victory points at the end of the game. Plus now I get to put my Gary on there. Plus, I now control that tile, which means that I get 15 victory points, and now I get to invoke the gods. So this would cost me...
We're really pushing the snail thing.
This would cost me 2, whatchamacallit, elders here to be able to do it. Now, I'm looking over here at this Moncor. What's Moncor do? Moncor says that each time a palace is placed, collect 1 gold if you did it, and 2 golds if your opponent did it. It's pretty early in the game. I'm thinking golds... And plus, he's worth 6 victory points. No sense in passing up 6 victory points, right? So this is saying every time I build a palace, I get 1 gold. Every time my opponent does it, I get 2 gold. Rock on, man. We're going to do that. So that would be the end of my turn. So Carmen, back at you. And I'm going to try to... Oh, that would have cost me 2 elders to be able to do that, by the way. I don't want to cheat. Well, definitely don't want to cheat while filming. You guys can point it out. But if I was doing it without the camera on, I probably would have tried to get away with it. I'll be honest. So how does the game end? Well, the game will end in 1 of 2 ways. First off, one of us could run out of snails. And if you run out of a snail, then basically you just finish up the round and then that's it, okay? The other way it could happen is if you can't finish up a move, or you know, because you got to remember, I have to be able to stop on a tile with the same color meeple. And if I can't perform that, then, for instance, you know, I'd have to drop a yellow one here, or a red one here from this group. If I can't do that, it's going to invoke the end game because basically there's no more actions we could take on the board. One thing we haven't done yet is use the assassins, and I think that's what Carmen might be doing here, which is really cool. So she's going to put one there, one there, one there. Now! Okay, so she dropped... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah, it would still work. Put any one of the colors except for red. Okay, and then just drop them. Don't worry about it. Don't even try to overthink it at the moment. Okay, so that leaves her with 2 reds. So reds are well, you got to put one there. Oh, you went through there. Okay.
I went through there instead.
So this means that she's basically going to have the assassins. They're going to take action. So she's got 2 assassins. So that means she can assassinate somebody from 2 spaces away, or she could assassinate one of my yellow or white guys. What she wants to do is assassinate this guy, though, from 1 tile away. Now, the reason she wants to do that is because if she clears it, she gets to place a snail there, and then that gives her 6 victory points. So she just gained 8 victory points, plus put 2 more palm trees on here, plus gain it up. That was a heck of a good turn, Carmen. Very, very well done. So let's put another God card out.
That's 23 points.
That was a very good round. I am going to place on the... I'm sorry?
More points, 25 points.
Oh,
sorry.
okay, I didn't know what you
was
doing. So I'm going to pay 1 and place right... Okay. Hey, I don't blame it. I don't blame you at all. So, okay, so...
Money is victory points, man.
Money, 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 money. Okay, so let's see.
Again with the SpongeBob reference.
Too many SpongeBob references. So what I am going to do is I'm going to drop a green one here. I'm going to drop a red one here. And then a green one here. So that will allow me now to place a palace right here. And remember what he said. What did you say? I said every time you drop a palace, you get a gold coin.
Money!
Yay! So I get a gold coin.
There you go.
So I gain that. Now I take 3 off, which means I gain all 3 of these first cards here. Okay, so we'll put that there. Plus now I'll put these underneath there. Okay. And that was it for that, right? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I could do this. Watch this. So I'll do this instead. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you
Make
go.
sense? Okay. So that will remove all 3 of these assassins, which means I can assassinate somebody from 3 spaces away. I just want to kill that guy. But what did I do before I do that, lady? We got to put another palace.
Oh, yeah.
Come on down to my palace.
That snail's going to have a rockin' palace.
My snail's rocking out. Plus, we're going on over here, too. Feeling the groove. Okay, sorry, I won't sing no more, I promise. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, because ivory, there's only 2 ivory in the entire deck. So that's very precious. And then these gems, there's only 2 of those because it's signified by the dots down at the bottom. So they're very difficult to get a hold of. 2 and then 3. So she's going to take all 3 of them off, which would give her the 2 slaves and then the spices, which there's only 4 spices. Now, she also gets to pay 6 money. And then that would allow her to choose 2 of these, which she'll choose these 2, obviously.
Yes.
They're the most precious.
Okay.
That's only going to leave 1 good here. So
Let's do it.
let's do that.
Let's drop these guys off everywhere. Oh, no, wait. I'm not giving you nothing there.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 could do it. Then you could place 1 there.
Yes!
Dang it! So, 1 here. So just give me the red one. Let's go backwards. Put the red one here. Put 1 here of any color. Because this is the hard part. Put 1 here. That'd be 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So 1 on each of those. Just throw them on there, babe. There we go. Now, she's going to pull both of these off, which now will allow her to take over. Control. I need a snail.
Oh. We're never
Right.
going to stop calling them snails now.
That gave her 10 points, plus now she gets to assassinate first. So you get to assassinate from 2 spaces away, or you can assassinate one of my viziers or my elder.
And
Yes.
yes, it was set up to where assassinating would be beneficial, but now it's not.
Well, yeah, but you could add slaves to increase your distance. Don't forget that. But I don't see any place else you would still be able to take over.
So I'm thinking I will assassinate your elder.
Elder's dead. Blah! Okay. Now you also get to invoke the gods.
Yes.
So you want to take.
I am going to use an elder and a slave card, and I'm going to grab this.
Okay. So that was the one that allows you to put palm trees on, right?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. All right. So now we go to bidding again. So I will bid 1 and place right there. And then I will
I could go ahead and put a palm tree on
bid
right now.
3. Yes, you could. I'm sorry. Go ahead and do that real quick.
Palm tree on.
So you can do it as soon as you get the gain the
Look at
gods.
all
You
those
can do
palms,
that.
Daddy.
Put
I'm so
it in
happy.
the water. Yeah. Woo! Splashing around in my palm trees. So I paid a total of 4, and I placed up to there. So
Okay.
you have to decide what you want to do. So
You're gonna like do something awesome.
I
when
have
you
no
go
idea
first.
what I'm even doing right now, to be honest with you.
I'll keep my money.
Okay, so what I got?
Keep my
1,
money.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'd like to try to run through here and maybe try to get up to here if I can, or even up to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would do it exactly. So we're going to go 1. Do I want to put that?
Do you want to put them on their sides as you
Yeah,
put them
so let's go
down?
1. Let's go 2. Oh yeah. So 1, 2. I definitely want to do that.
No,
1,
that's 2.
2.
Too good.
So look, gotta pull him off. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Okay, so now I get to take both of these green ones off, and I get to take these first 2 cards here. All right. So now I can pay 2 money to take 2 of the first 6. I'm sorry, pay 6 money to take 2 of the first 6, and I will do that if I can ever find. Okay, this is getting stupid. All right, there's 6. There we go. Now I will take gold again, and so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will take paper. So, all right. I wanted to try to get to the fishies, but I couldn't get to the fishies.
Yeah, well,
right.
I was going to get the paper, but now it's too late.
So that was my first action. All right, so let's see what else I can do. Now I want to try to assassinate is what I'm thinking here. So let's go this guy to here. All right. So that'd be 2 assassins. I can assassinate from 2 spaces away. So I'm going to assassinate. Well, first I get to put another palace.
Yeah.
Which, if we remember, I want to make a little house.
Woo!
It's my garage. Beep beep beep. Which, if you remember, because of this guy, I gain a money each time I build a palace too. Now I'm going to assassinate this guy, which means meow, 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 meow. I gain control of that tile. So that would be my 2 turns. And Carmen, back at you.
Oh boy, I don't know what I'm doing at all. I was just watching you.
I think it would have been better if I would have went for that one, because that would have given me a palm tree. If I'd have went out to there, that would have given me 3 palm tree, plus I would have taken it over, but I wouldn't have been able to assassinate. So, nope, I did right. Okay. Alright, so Carmen now has decided what she's going to do. It's big plan, big moves. What we going to do?
Well, it's not that exciting.
1, 2. She dropped 1 off on Gary's. You going to drop?
I'm wondering if it matters if I should...
I don't know, your hand's in the way, nobody can see what you're doing anyways.
Okay.
So she's going to drop here, which will give her both 2 greens, which means she gets both of these first 2 cards. Now she could pay 3 money to decide one of these first 3 here, which I would imagine she wants the fish there.
Yes.
So, alright. So now she takes 1 more action, and let's see what she decides to do this time.
So that was my plan, so I'll just do that.
So then she's going to takes 2 assassins. She can assassinate from 0 to 2 squares away. She decides she wants to kill this one. Blah! 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 And now she has taken control. But don't forget, you can also purchase one of these 2 if you wanted to by paying 3 as well. Did you want a slave?
Oh, because... Yeah. No, I don't want to purchase a slave.
Alright, so let's put out new cards. Going to go into the next round. Oh, could you now? I don't think you could mess up my plans. So I am going to go put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that will then give me 4 of these blue ones
money.
times 3, so that could give me 12. Why don't we just go ahead and make that a 2 more? So let's go 6 times 3, 18 money to me.
Wow.
So, all right.
Good job.
Word. Do I get a knuckle bump? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you did so well.
Thank you. Plus, now I can spend 6 to take 2 of the first 6 cards. I will do that. So I'll spend 6.
Because you
1,
need
2,
fish.
3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to take both of these fish, and then they both can go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am now up to 21 points per set here at the moment. So that was my first action I've taken. Now I'm going to take my second action. And... Alright, so now I'm going to take this guy, drop him there, and then drop that assassin there. Both of these assassins will trigger. They are going to kill this guy. And now I can put Gary the Snail on both of these. Meow, 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 meow. Plus now I can pay 1 money to take or I'm sorry, 3 money to take one of the first 3 cards here. I don't know. These aren't that great, to be honest with you. I think I will pass on that. So, but that would be my 2 turns. So, Carmen, it's back at you. I only got 3 Garys left. Why do we call them Garys? You guys have watched SpongeBob, I hope. Gary's the name of SpongeBob's snail. That's why we call them Garys. All right, you decide what you're going to do?
I'm going to put this, take these 2.
Okay, so that'd be 2 times 2, 3, right? So that would give you 6 money. And then you don't have a slaves to add to that, right? So,
right.
All right. And now I'm imagining she's going to try to trigger this assassin by moving those guys down. So
yes.
So now she's trying to, which way I want to move them? 2 and then 3. Okay. So now she puts palm tree there, which she also takes control of that one. And now her guys get to assassinate from 1 tile away, which she'll assassinate that one. And she'll put another palm tree on it.
They could have assassinated up to 2 tiles away, but
yeah,
no reason.
Well, that one's worth 8 victory points. That's worth only 6. So, all right. So that was both of her actions. So now we go back into the bidding again. 0 and 0. All right. So my first move is I am going to take this meeple from here, place it there, which will then give me the 3 viziers. I can't let her have those because right now then that means I have more viziers than she does. Which one of us has most at the end of the game is going to get 10 bonus victory points. I forgot to replace this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. All right. So now I could pay 3 money to take one of these. Man, it just doesn't seem worth it at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just don't want to do it. I just don't. White ones, that wouldn't be a bad idea. So I think what I'm going to do is go 1, 2, and I'm going to take both of these white elders. And then that's also going to allow me to place a palm tree there. So, yay, palm tree. Okay, so that was both my actions. So, Carmen?
Okay, I'm going to take these guys. I got to remember what I was going to do with them.
It was going to be really cool, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was going to rock.
It was going to be amazing.
Okay, so this one has to end up here. So, we've got that one.
The Battle of Viziers.
Let's see. Oh, yes, this one's going to end up here. So
you need either here or there or there. You definitely need here. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Sure, that looks good. All right.
All right.
So that's going to give her the 2 viziers. She's going to put her Gary snail on there. And now she's going to be able to pay 3 money if she wants to take one of these 3 slaves.
It's just for a stupid slave.
Yeah, but I thought you had the ability to place palm trees, though, so actually it's a wash for you.
It's a wash. It cost me 3 victory points to get 3 victory points, so there's no point to it.
Okay, so there's no point. All right, so then that's your first. What's going to be your second action?
Take these.
And then you're going to be able to place another palm tree, it looks like. So 1, I see. Wait a minute.
Actually.
Now she gets 2 elders. And she places another palm tree.
Yes.
Boy, your oases are really shady. It's awesome. Okay, so let's see. We didn't do anything there, nothing there. So now it's time to do our turn order again. Okay,
0.
so you're first. So
I'm first. Boink. Now I have to decide what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh. I paid 5, but I have no idea why.
Yes, exactly. I'll just move this here.
Okay, that'll give you both of these. And then you will also then... probably be able to use one of them now, immediate, if you want to place a palm tree with him.
Woohoo!
Might as well, right?
Yes.
Plus now you get to invoke the gods if you want to take one of those. It'll cost you a slave and 1 elder. Well, they're only all worth 4. It's exactly what you got.
Yeah, and then the elder's worth 4 anyway, so
yeah.
Why would I do that?
Okay,
yeah.
So that was that. So I'm going to... Oops, I knocked you over, sorry. Alright, so you kind of messed me up. I had a plan, but... That's going to be different now.
Yes, I am so glad.
Okay, so I am going
to... I messed you up.
2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's going to allow me to take these 2 viziers. Plus now, if I wanted to, I could activate the genie thing. I don't have any slaves. It would cost me both of these, and And that's 4 points. I mean, we're to the point where I don't know if this is beneficial for me to mess with now. So I think I am going to pass on that. So I'm not going to activate that ability. Now for my second one, I am going to take him and place him there. And that's going to give me 2 more Viziers, plus I get to place another Palace here. Plus, if you remember that, it gives me 1 money as well. So now that gave me the lead on the Viziers as well. So that's excellent. So Carmen, you got 1 turn, and you can move the blue up to there, which would allow you to place a palm tree. But other than that, because none of these colors are matching down here, so can't do anything here. That's it. That's going to be the last action that we're going to be able to take is that. So.
All right. Well, there we go.
1, 2. So that will then activate. That's 2 times 1, 2, 3.
3 times
4.
3.
Or 3 times 3,
9
which would be 9 money.
monies.
Yep. All right. So that will be game because we can't move. We can't make any more actions on the board because none of the meeples can stop on another place where there's another meeple. So I'm just double checking. Yep, that's it. So here's what happens now. We go to our final scoring. And the first thing we add up is our total money. So let me put a little T, put a little C. Carmen, add up all your gold and give me your values. And then I'll write that down. Give me a second. Let me flip all these stupid things over. For 40, for the 1, for the 2, for the 3, for the 4, for the 5, for the 6, for the 7, for the 8, 49. I had 49.
47.
Woo! I got you by 2. That's it. That's game. No. Now we count up our yellow meeples, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I had 6.
So that gives me a bonus 10 points. So I got 19 to her 6. Now we do our white ones, which I have a total of 2, which there were 2 victory points apiece. So I got 4. And Carmen's are worth 4 victory points apiece.
Yes, so I have 32.
Whoa! Nice! Now we do our genies, which I only have 1 for 6 points.
14.
Nice. Now we do our camels. So let's just start here, and we'll work around. So Carmen, you have 8, 16, 26, 32, 40, 46, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 54, 60, right?
Yes.
60 points for you. And I have 5, 10, 18. I'm sorry, did I miss that one? Okay,
5,
so 5,
11.
11, 19, 24, 30, 30 plus 15, 45, 45, 51, 57. 57 to your 60. Not bad. Wow. All right, so now we do our palm trees. little shady grove. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That has to be a record.
We've never had that many palm trees.
Given that our last game, we both had 3 points, 1 palm tree apiece.
3 points worth of palm trees.
I had 3, so you beat me by 30 points on palm trees. Now we do palaces, though. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come rock in my palace. And that gives me 30 points to your what?
0.
So that actually washed out. You realize that?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we've never had that. So now we do goods. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then another set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a set of 2. So if we look on here, all right, a set of 5 gives me 21 points apiece. So I've got 21, 42, and then a set of 2 gives me 3, so I have 42, 43, 44, 45 points for me.
21.
21. I think I got you,
Yeah,
huh?
I was planning on buying these, and I couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, it's tough to remember. When we're going this fast, it's difficult. So, okay, let's add up these. So that'd be 18. I'm 213 to your... Whoa! We tied! 213 points apiece! We have never tied! Oh my god! How do you break tiebreakers? If all players are tied... Okay. In the unlikely event 2 or more players are tied, they will have to learn how to share power as sultans or play again.
Yes!
Yes!
We share the power!
We got the power! Great game!
Power twins activate!
I cannot believe that is the first time we have ever tied. 213 to 213, guys. Awesome game, Carmen. Give me another one.
Woo!
Thanks for watching. We hope this gave you guys a great idea on how this game plays in real time. And if you want our opinion on it, well, you got to go check out our quick review. And as usual, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow! Griffin Gaming, from new releases to pre-orders. Griffin Gaming. Enter in promo code GreyElephant for 5% off your order.